Hello guys, I'd like to especially welcome you to this first section of this coaching program. As earlier introduced, in this first session we are going to start with introduction to the tools and the equipment you need for this business. So without wasting time, we'd like to first of all start with the 50 kg cylinder. You will need a 50 kg cylinder for this business. You can start with single one, or you can buy two depending on your budget. But mind you, as you are getting your 50 kg cylinder, be mindful of this particular valve. This particular valve here. We are going to work with this particular valve. We call it the util valve. So as you are buying your cylinder, just take note of this particular valve. This valve is more reliable and better compared to others. So we are going to walk through in using the util valve. This is how it looks. Now, outside 50 kg cylinder, you will need a digital scale for measuring of the gas. With me here is a 100 capacity digital measuring scale. There are of different capacities. You can go with 150 kg capacity. There is even 300 kg capacity. So this is 100 kg. I think for a startup, this should be okay for you. But if you have more and you can go for a better kg capacity, it's still okay. So outside those two, the next thing you will need is your shifting spanner. This is what they call the shifting spanner. It's a normal tool that is used in any technical workshop. They are of different sizes here. This is a 12-inch, and this is a small 8-inch shifting spanner. So you will need them. Then you also need a pipe wrench. With me here is 14-inch pipe wrench. You can go with 12-inch or 8-inch, depend. But for comfort, just go for 12-inch. That is the pipe wrench with me there. Then the next thing you will need is your hose. This is an industrial hose. This is the hose that is mostly used in most gas plants because it's durable, it's very strong, it can last you longer, far longer than the normal white hose. So you will need this hose. So it is advisable you will get this, even though it's more expensive. Now, if you can't go for this hose, you can go for the white hose, the normal white hose you see the retail people selling, use in the shop. You can go for this white hose. I think with 3 yards, so to say, or 3.5 yards long should be enough for you. This is a white hose. Now the next thing you will need is your screwdriver. This is a screwdriver with me. Make sure you have a star and a flat screwdriver because some tightening and loosening might require the star or the flat screwdriver. Now the next thing we are going to introduce is the valve and some of the filler heads. This is a major thing about gas. I said that. Now the first thing here you will need is the ball valve. We call this the ball valve. This serves as a switch for turning on or offing your gas as you fill them. This is what we call the ball valve. They can be of different type. They can come like this. This is the same thing too. They can also come in this form. These are of different type. But mind you, as you go to get them, this is a ball valve that doesn't have any connection to the both ends. While this is a ball valve that have a connection, a connection to it. This connection is mostly used for the white hose. When we come to the connection, you will know the usage of this particular connector you see with me here. So you can buy them without any connection, without any connector in the both opening, but it's advisable you get this in case you are going for the white hose. But if you are not going with the white hose, you don't need this particular connector to this. Now, this is what we call, don't forget, we call it the ball valve. As you go to get them, You should mention the ball valve. You should know what it means. Then the next thing you will need here is your filler head. This is a camp filler head. We call it a camp filler head. It's used to fill all the 3 kg, the 6 kg cylinder, the one with camp, the normal camp cylinders. This is the filler head that we use for it. So you will need this particular camp filler head. Then the next thing you will need is the eagle. This is the eagle filler head. This filler head is mostly used to fill 12.5 cylinders. Some will call it standard filler head. So it depends. So this is locally made, and you can go for this one too. They are of the same type. You can go as you see them. They are of the same thing. They can also use for equal purpose. Now the next thing you will need is your util valve, your util filler head. So to say, this is a util filler head, industrial util filler head. This is how it comes. So you will need to get them. Then the short, this is the long util filler head. Then this is a short util filler head. This is mostly used to connect with the white host. When we come to the usage, you will know what they are meant for. This is a short util filler, util valve, so to say. So the other thing you will need are your clips. You need to get clips. Maybe 4 should be okay. These are the clips. You will need a clip, a normal clip you know at the workshop. You will need to buy them. Then you will also need to get your thread tape. This is a thread tape. When we come to the usage, you will know what they are meant for. You also need to get your 12.5 ring rubber. The normal rubber you see people use is like, Oga, change rubber for me. This is it. As a startup, starting the business, make sure you buy them. Any shop you go to get your tools, they will definitely, as far as it's gas shop, they will definitely have this particular rubber. Then the last thing, if I'm not mistaken, you will need a needle. As small as needle is, you will need a needle to use in changing rubbers in either your camp cylinder or majorly in 12.5 cylinders. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the tools you will need for a startup. As simple as mentioned, you will need these tools. So you're going to get them. Make sure you watch this video over and over, because these are the major thing as far as this business is concerned. You need to be very confident and familiar with all these tools, so that when you go to get them, you know they will know that yes, you know what you come for. So be familiar with them, know their names, watch the video over and over, and I tell you, when you go to get them, there will be no confusion. So thank you for this first section. So in the next session, we are going to learn how to connect them. In case if you are going for your white host, we are going to start with the industrial host. Then we'll now subsequently go to how to connect the white host. Thank you, and see you in the next section.